Dear students, hope you have completed the homeworks what I have given in my previous session. In today's session, let us solve one more problem about preparing deceased partner's capital account as well as deceased partner's executor's loan account. We will take a problem from the question bank where the accounting period starts from January 1st. So generally accounting period or financial year begins from 1st April. Sometimes they may start from January 1st and they end on 31st December. So we do solve one problem. Page number 64, 9th problem, and here balance sheet is not given. So yesterday we have solved the problems where they have given the assets and liabilities and capitals in balance sheet. But here they have given only required informations. Based on those informations, we should prepare capital account. Just to go through the question. P, Q and R are partners, start sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 2:1. Their capital balances on 1/1/2017 stood 70,000, 50,000 and 40,000 respectively. Q died on 30th 6/2017. So Q died on 30th June, as it starts on 1st January to 30th June. That means 6 months he was there, Q was there. According to partnership deed, the executors are entitled to get the following. So as per the deed, Q will get the following. Q's capital as on 1/1/17, how much is there in the balance sheet, but they have not given balance sheet, they have given capitals. Interest on capital you should calculate at 6%. Salary to Q at 1,000 per month. So in this problem we will get a new information that salary to Q. They have not given salary of 6 months, they have given per month salary they gave, and we have to calculate it by multiplying 6 months. Q's share of goodwill we should calculate because goodwill of the firm is given 60,000. Q is entitled for commission of rupees 4,000 per year. 4,000 per year. So here another information is there. They have given commission per year, salary per month. So it should be conscious while preparing Q's capital account. Now we start Q's capital. You also do with me. See amount column. Here also amount column. Take sufficient place and write all the details every time. Debit and credit. So you should write Q's capital account here. Q's capital account. So write particulars, amount in rupees, particulars and amount in rupees. So after this we will solve, we need not take much time. So you analyze and start posting the transactions from these details. So here I told when you start capital account, first you see whether they have balance. So they have given balance. So write is balance by balance brought down. By balance brought down, that is Q's is 50,000. Then the second item we see the adjustments. Q's capital, interest on capital at 6%. Interest on capital 6%. So write here interest on capital. Interest on capital is 50,000. You can write here itself 50,000. Interest rate is also as 6%. 6 by 100, and you should calculate for the 6 months from January to June 30th. So 30th 6 2017. So June full month he was there. So 6 months, 6 by 12. Just to calculate, yes, it becomes 1,500. 1,500. 1,500. Next, see the amount, another income for him, salary. Salary also increases his capital. So by salary, but here it should be very perfect. See there, salary to Q is 1,000 per month. 1,000 per month. See here he was there for 6 months. So 6,000 rupees we should give. 6,000 rupees. Now next item is there, Q's share of goodwill. They have given Q's share of goodwill, and also along with that goodwill of the firm is given. So let us write goodwill here. So the amount is 60,000. 60,000. And his share, see the profit sharing ratio is 2:1. 2:1. So the Q's share is 2 by 5. 2 by 5. 2 by 5. Just see, it becomes 24,000. 24,000. 24,000. One more item is there that also increases his capital or income to him. Q is entitled for commission. So by commission, so his commission is there 4,000 rupees, but it is per year. Per year, you have to calculate only for 6 months. 6 months. Per year they have given 4,000. Calculate for 6 months. So it becomes half of that, that is 2,000 rupees. 2,000 rupees. Then you see any drawings or any other interest on drawings are there. You should write any items which reduces partner's capital account. So here Q, deceased partner, there is no drawings or interest on drawings. Now just you total it. So when you total, you can use calculator. It becomes 83,500. 83,500. Right here also 83,500. And full amount should be transferred. Full amount should be transferred. 83,500. Full amount you should transfer. So transferring also, you cannot directly pay to the deceased partner because he is not there. He is not there now. So you should transfer to his executors or representatives. From there you can settle. So right here, to Q's executors account. To Q's executors account. So right here, balance. This is the balance amount transferred. Balance transferred. That's all. That's all. So first you read the question. If you don't understand, read twice, then analyze, then carefully enter all the transactions with all the details. So don't miss any details which are there here. So don't do blindly. Be careful while solving problems, and while drawing lines also be careful. There should not be any scratches or overwritings. So if you do like this, you will get 6 marks. So it is very easy. So you will get 1 6 marks problem from here. If you don't get 6 marks problem, you will get 1 5 marks practical question from this. Before telling practical question, just I will tell some more informations. See here, Q's executors account is there. We are transferring 83,500 directly to Q's executors account. We prepare Q's executors account and there we pay Q's executors account debtor to bank or cash account. Sometimes we may pay in future by opening loan account. Sometimes year only we can open loan account. That means to Q's executors loan account, full amount we can send it to loan. So by opening loan account. Sometimes one more information, they may get the consent of the legal representatives of deceased partner, that means remaining partner, and they may say that in future we will pay in installments with the interest. So when they agree for that, then the executors will get additional, that is interest. Per year they will collect interest along with this amount. So they may get more than this. So one problem let us do to see how to prepare executors loan account. Executors loan account. So just we'll prepare here itself. Write the details. But here remember, while preparing deceased partners executors loan account, deceased partners executors loan account. So right here, but here one column is extra now. So far we have not drawn date column, but here date is important. Write date column, particulars, here amount in rupees, here again date and amount. Sorry, particulars and amount. So amount in rupees. Yes, now we put date because I told it is executors loan account and we are preparing not direct settlement loan. We are preparing here when the executors were paid in 2 equal installments with the interest. For example, just say 60,000 rupees. 60,000 rupees is the balance. Take Q's executors only. Q had 83,500 rupees. In that, imagine 23,500 they paid. Then rest 60,000 they agreed that they would pay in 2 equal installments with the interest at the rate of 10% you take. 10%. So when they ask like this, so it is annual installments. Total amount is 60,000. 60,000 will be in 2 equal installments. That means 30,000 each. 30,000 each. In 2 years they should pay. Just imagine like that. In 2 years they should pay 60,000 in 30,000 with the 10% interest. So we start, while writing you should write the date when you prepared capital account. Just imagine it was on January 1st. 1/1/19 you take. 1/1/19. So it is transferred from Q's capital account. Just imagine Q's capital account debtor to Q's executors loan account. So Q's executors loan account is credited by Q's capital account. So we write here deceased partners capital account. Deceased partners capital account. 60,000 rupees. 60,000 rupees balance is there. 60,000 balance is there. Now 1 year it will be like this only at the end of the year. So that is 31st 12 19, 31st 12 19, any date you can take. They pay interest 10% on this. So interest, when they pay interest accounted to loan account. So here it is by interest account, 10% on 60,000. 60,000 into 10, it is 6,000. 6,000. After calculating, the same day you should write, because you have to pay one installment with the interest. First installment with the interest. First installment is 30,000. While paying, money decreases. That means money bank will be credited. So make it two bank account. They are paying in bank. 30,000 is first installment. 30,000 is first installment. You will get, the executors will get 6,000 more. 6,000 more. So that is interest. 6,000 more. So 36,000 you should pay first year. First year 36,000 should pay, and you close the account. That year you close, it is 66,000. And here also write 66,000. 66,000. Now same day write two balance carry down. So it is 30,000. 30,000 remaining. 30,000 remaining. Transfer this. While transferring, you should write the next date. So 1/1/20. 1/1/20 by balance brought down. By balance brought down, that is 30,000. 30,000. So next, you have to pay interest, that is 20. Imagine, still not over. By interest, now it is not on the full value, only the decreased value, that is 30,000 into 10 by 100. Into 10 by 100. So it becomes 3,000. 3,000. So now you should pay 30,000, because remaining 30,000 with the interest. With the interest, that is on 31st 12 20. To bank account. To bank account, you pay 30,000 is the second installment, plus 3,000 interest. 3,000 interest, 33,000. 33,000. Now when you close, see the total, 33,000. Here also 33,000. 33,000. See here, there is no balance. There is no balance. So they complete the balance of 60,000 into equal installments. So this is a practical oriented question. So in the question bank, they gave, prepare executor's loan account with the imaginary figures showing repayment of loan in two equal installments along with the interest. Equal installments along with the interest. You take any date, but here it is last of 2020. You take 1/1/18. 1/1/18. Then you write the last day of that year, 31st 12/18 with the interest. Any amount you can say. If it is 1 lakh, 10% it's easy to calculate. So you write that. Then when you pay in two equal installments, it should be settled. And one more thing, we are writing here by and to. As per your textbook, they have not given to and by. If you write or don't write, no problem. Just remember that. Remember that. Now last, one problem with more adjustments. Here is a problem with some more adjustments. Open your book, 63 page. Page number 63. Arati, Bharati and Hema are partners sharing profits in the ratio of 3:2:1. And their balance sheet as on 31st March 2018 stood as follows. They have given liabilities and assets. Bharati died on 1st June 2017, that is okay. Capital to her credit at the time of her death and interest there on at 10% per annum. Interest on capital and capital should be considered. Her proportionate share of reserve fund. Reserve fund is there in the balance sheet, should take her proportionate, her share. Then her share of profits for the intervening period. Intervening period means that from the death or the previous balance sheet till the death will be based on sales during that year, which were calculated at rupees 1 lakh. The rate of profit during past 3 years had been 10% on sales. So they are telling that they calculate accrued profit on a different way. Earlier we have seen based on previous year's profit or average of previous years. Here they are telling it will be calculated on sales during that period. So they calculate the accrued profit on the basis of the sales. But they have given here till that time, when that is on 1st June 2017, till that sales is 1 lakh rupees. 1 lakh rupees sales is given, and the rate of profit during the past 3 years had been 10% on sales. So you should calculate 10% of this is the profit, because total sales is 1 lakh. And in the previous years they were calculating 10% on sales, and it is not the full year sales, it is only till that intervening period or till death. 10% is, so it is 10,000. 10,000. 10,000 is the share of all partners. 10,000 is the share of all partners. You should see only retiring partner Bharti. Bharti's share is 2 by 6. 2 by 6. So you should write this amount in profit and loss suspense account. That is over. That is a different calculation they gave. Her share of goodwill to be calculated by taking twice of the amount of the average profit of the last 3 years less 20%. We should take average and deduct 20%. That is okay. The investments were sold for rupees 16,200 and her executors were paid on. So they sold investment for rupees 16,200. That means they get a little profit in that. 16,200 minus 13,250. So that amount will be given to her executors. Prepare Bharti's executors account. So this one you try. There are some different calculations. Any problem, if you read and if you analyze, you can solve it. You can solve it. So there are 10 problems. In total, 10 problems are there. Solve 10 problems and especially practice this one. Executor's loan account. Some they give with the imaginary figures. So the question is like that. Prepare executor's loan account with the imaginary figures. When they ask you to prepare with the imaginary figures, you should write somebody's name here. Here we have written deceased partners. In the place of deceased partner, you write Ramesh executor's loan account, Suresh executor's loan account, like that you should write. Then what you do, you should be very careful about the date. Date is also very important when you are paying, because generally interest will be paid per annum. Per annum. So you should be careful, and also you should calculate correctly. While taking the amount, also take the amount which you can calculate easily. Then write all those things and close that, and you should not continue for more years. By chance, if they ask for 3 years, example here, total 60,000 is there. So here you are paying 30,000. In the place of 30,000, you should write 20,000. 20,000. Here also 20,000 with the interest, and here third year also with the interest 20 plus interest. So you should do like this. We should do like this. So it is simple. Even if you solve or practice 1 or 2 problems on preparing a practical oriented question, generally practical oriented question you should write very neatly. very neatly. 5 marks, 3 questions will come for the examination, and you should attempt only 2. And if you can write 3 also, so that you have a chance to get out of out. And sometimes by mistake, if you do any mistake, if you don't write credit and debit also, there will be chances of losing marks. Particulars also should write, date also should write, all those information should write. So that's all. So students, so far in this chapter, that is 4th chapter, reconstitution of a partnership firm during retirement or death of a partner, we have seen about calculation of gain ratio, because here they are gaining. When a partner is leaving, others will gain. Remember that. Don't get confused with sacrifice ratio and gain ratio. Sacrifice ratio will come in the admission, gain ratio will come in the retirement or death. Then we have seen new profit sharing ratio, because the remaining partners will continue with the new terms and conditions, with the new ratio. So we want new profit sharing ratio. After that, we have seen preparation of revaluation account while settlement of accounts due to the retiring partner. So there generally he retires at the end of the accounting year. Revaluation account you should prepare. The profit or loss on revaluation of assets and liabilities will be transferred to all partners' capital account. Then we should treat all the incomes which increase their capital and also the losses. Then we should total it, and the balance of remaining partners will be carried down, and the partner who is retiring will be closed by paying cash or partial cash and partial loan or full loan. That's all. Then we prepare balance sheet. Balance sheet should be tallied. So they continue the business. So when you do all these problems, you involve in the problem, go to real business situation. Then it will be easy as well as interesting. So like that, if you take interest, you will work out more and more problems. Surely you can remember the concept. So be smart and be conscious and be confident. Be confident. So I wish you all the best of luck and wish you a happy, healthy and prosperous future life. Thank you. All the best.